Looking for low-maintenance indoor plants to brighten up your home? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're delving into the vibrant, diverse world of indoor plants that ask for little, but give so much in return. Indoor plants not only add a refreshing touch of greenery to your home, but they also work wonders in purifying the air and uplifting your mood. And the best part? They're easy to care for, even if you don't have a green thumb. From the sturdy snake plant and the charming spider plant to the elegant peace lily and the resilient Zizi plant, we'll be exploring 10 fantastic indoor plants that promise to thrive with minimal fuss. We'll also be introducing you to the pothos, African violet, jade plant, cast iron plant, ponytail palm, and Chinese money plant. Each of these green gems has its unique character, and we can't wait to share their care tips with you. Ready to transform your indoor space into a green oasis? Stay tuned. First up on our list is the snake plant, also known as mother-in-law's tongue. This resilient houseplant is known for its long, upright leaves that add a dash of green to any corner of your home. The snake plant is not too picky about light. It can thrive in everything from bright indirect light to some pretty shady spots. However, it prefers indirect sunlight and can even tolerate fluorescent lights, making it an excellent choice for office spaces. When it comes to watering, the snake plant is a bit of a camel. It stores water in its leaves and can go for a while without a drink. In fact, it's more prone to damage from overwatering than underwatering. The rule of thumb is to let the soil dry out completely before giving it a good soak. As for general maintenance, the snake plant doesn't require much. Just wipe down the leaves every once in a while to keep them dust-free. With its striking leaves and easy care, the snake plant makes an excellent choice for beginners. Next, we have the spider plant, a popular choice for its appealing look and easy care. One of the reasons many plant lovers gravitate towards this plant is its light requirements. The spider plant is not picky. It's perfectly content in bright, indirect sunlight, but it will also tolerate lower light conditions. Now let's talk water. The spider plant prefers to dry out between watering, so once a week should suffice. Just remember, it's better to underwater than overwater. As for maintenance, spider plants are pretty low-key. They don't require any special soil or fertilizers and are generally pest-free. One of the unique features of this plant is its ability to produce baby spider plants, also known as spiderettes, which can be easily propagated. Just snip one off and plant it in a pot of soil. Voila, you've got yourself a new plant. Whether you hang it or put it on a shelf, the spider plant is sure to add a touch of green to any room. Let's move on to the peace lily, a plant known for its beautiful white flowers. This little gem of the plant kingdom is a versatile addition to your indoor garden. Peace lilies adore bright, indirect light. Too much sunshine, though, and their leaves might just throw a little shade, turning yellow. When it comes to watering, the peace lily has a bit of a drama queen streak. It prefers to be slightly underwatered rather than overwatered. Wait until it starts to droop slightly before giving it a drink. It's their way of saying, hey, I'm parched over here. Now let's talk humidity. Like a tropical vacation, peace lilies thrive in humid conditions. Consider placing it in a well-lit bathroom or use a humidity tray to keep it happy. Last but not least, this plant is more than just a pretty face. It's a hard-working air purifier, helping to cleanse your home of toxins. The peace lily is more than just a pretty face. It's a hard-working air purifier too. The Zizi plant with its shiny, thick leaves is next on our list. This verdant beauty is also known as Zamioculcas zamiifolia, and it's a dream come true for the forgetful waterers among us. It's a plant that thrives on neglect, making it an excellent pick for those who might not have been blessed with a green thumb. Let's talk light requirements. The Zizi plant is quite adaptable. It can flourish in areas of low light, yet it also tolerates brighter conditions. Just remember to keep it away from direct sunlight, which can scorch its leaves. As for watering, the Zizi plant is drought tolerant, so only water it when the soil is completely dry. Overwatering can lead to root rot, so less is definitely more here. For general maintenance, just wipe the leaves with a damp cloth to keep them shiny and dust-free. For those who love a glossy finish, the Zizi plant is your perfect match. Halfway there, let's take a quick recap of what we've learned so far. We've talked about the snake plant, a hardy friend that enjoys bright, indirect light and only needs watering when its soil feels dry. Then we covered the spider plant, a versatile greenie that can thrive in a variety of light conditions and prefers to be watered weekly. We also explored the peace lily, which loves a good shade and requires watering only when its leaves start to droop. And let's not forget about the Zizi plant, a real lone ranger that can survive in low light and doesn't need much water. Remember, each of these indoor plants has its own personality and care preferences, but they all share one thing in common. They're low maintenance and perfect for beginners or those with a busy schedule. Ready for more? Let's dive back in. In this last segment, we'll be covering 6 amazing plants in a flash. Brace yourself for a fun, fast-paced journey into the world of indoor greenery. First up, we've got the pothos, a plant so chill it could very well be the poster child for low-maintenance living. This vine-like wonder thrives in medium to low indirect light. It's not a fan of overwatering, so let its soil dry out between waterings. If you notice its leaves getting a bit yellow, that's the plant's way of saying, hey, ease up on the H2O, will you? Next on our list is the African violet. Now don't let the name fool you. This isn't some exotic diva that needs special care. It loves bright, indirect light and prefers its soil to be kept consistently moist. But remember, it's a violet, not a water lily, so no waterlogging, please. Moving on, we've got the jade plant. This succulent beauty is a sun-loving champ. Place it near a window with bright light, but be careful of harsh direct sunlight. It might give the jade a bad sunburn. The mantra for watering a jade plant is infrequent but thorough. Let the soil dry out completely before you give it a good soak. Next up is the cast iron plant, a name that pretty much sums up its personality. This plant is as tough as they come. It can thrive in low light conditions and isn't too fussy about watering schedules. Once a week should do the trick. It's the perfect plant for those of us who are a bit forgetful. Up next, we have the Ponytail Palm. Despite its name, it's not a true palm but a succulent. It loves basking in bright light, and when it comes to watering, think of it like a camel. It stores water in its bulbous trunk, so you only need to water it when the top couple inches of soil are completely dry. And last but definitely not least, we have the Chinese money plant. This plant is a real conversation starter with its unique pancake-shaped leaves. It prefers bright, indirect light and likes its soil to dry out between waterings. But be careful not to place it in direct sunlight or its beautiful leaves might get scorched. So there you have it, folks. 6 fantastic, low-maintenance plants to add a touch of green to your living spaces. Remember, the key to happy plants is understanding their individual needs. Whether it's the sun-loving jade plant, the hardy cast iron plant, or the water-storing ponytail palm, each plant has its own likes and dislikes. Give them the right amount of light, the right amount of water, and they'll reward you with their lush green beauty. And remember, plants, just like people, communicate in their own ways. Yellow leaves, drooping stems, or slow growth are all signals that your plant might need a little extra care. And that's a wrap on our green friends. And there you have it, 10 low-maintenance indoor plants to brighten up your home. From the resilient snake plant, which can thrive in almost any condition, to the elegant peace lily, which only asks for a shady corner and a bit of water. Don't forget about the Zizi plant with its waxy, shiny leaves, or the versatile pothos that can grow in water, soil, or air. The African violet, jade plant, cast iron plant, ponytail palm, and Chinese money plant also offer a range of easy care options for any home environment. Each of these plants has its own charm and benefits, but they all share one thing in common. They're forgiving to those of us without a green thumb. So why not give one or two a try? You might be surprised at how much joy these little green companions can bring. Remember, a little bit of green can make a big difference. Happy planting!